This is full squad. Roll. You. Oh. Jump. Arm. Meet. This is.
Hey. Yeah, go ahead. What? Where am I? Wait, what happened? What? Gearbox? Gearbox, something wrong. Something wrong. Abra. Cadabra. Okay, I think we're good. That was a little scary there. Yeah, check out those dimensional breaches and whatnot. Make sure everything's sealed. I don't know. Yeah, getting trapped between dimensions, it can happen. It's never a pleasant experience, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Fortunately, I got Gearbox, my good buddy there. He helps keep things on track. And well, let's move on here. I got a little scared there, but I think we're good now. I think we're gonna. What are we gonna do? Jimmy Cricket. Okay, so hey there, and welcome back to the House of G, home of the original geek, the original gamer. Hope you're having a great Monday there, kicking off the weekend. Hope you had a great weekend. Let me tell you, it was definitely something. And got a lot of stuff going on, and the world is losing its mind right now, no doubt about that. And just trying to keep things rolling here on the House of G and over on my main channel, Rebel Squadron. The main channel, try to just keep a focus on the fun side of everything. We definitely get a bit more serious here and whatnot. And, just wanted to say something real quick. So, yeah. This is, this channel, it's my channel. It's my platform. And there's certain things I just simply will not tolerate. The woke feminist homosexual agenda, I ain't having it. Keep it out of here. This is not a platform for that nonsense. With that said, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. On the Murgatroyd. It's, yeah, I hate to break it to you, but yeah, censorship is a bad thing. However, this is, like I said, this is my channel. My channel. I control the narrative, whether you like it or not. That's just how it is. So, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to give a platform to absolute bullshit. Such as it may be. Yeah, I get it. I got a small channel. Very small channel. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to say things that need to be said, talk about things that need to be talked about. And, well, those are the things that are not profitable, let's say. Which is why this is my side channel. So, what are you going to do? You're going to keep on trucking, that's what you're going to do. Yeah, the world has lost its ever loving mind. There are cargo ship. They're all over the place, around the country. They're surrounding the country like some sort of naval enemy forces. It's just mind-boggling. This isn't the first time it's happened. There was some cargo ship issues within the last few years, but it got cleared up with minimal negative effects, I guess you could say. But now this is something different. So this is on a whole nother level. Jim Cricket. Things are gonna get, telling you right now, things are gonna get really rough, really fast here. Can only hope and pray that it is a short period of time and that it is not extended and dragged out. We'll see here though. So you take care of yourself out there. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you stay safe. And I don't know, man. I think, like I said, the world has just lost its mind at this point. There are some bright notes there. A lot of people around the world, different countries, like Italy, France, I don't know, countries around the world. They have risen up. Australia, the people. We're not talking about a violent uprising in large part because these people have already been disarmed by their governments. However, that is not stopping them from rising up in mass in huge groups, facing off against the police. Now, a lot of these police, there seems to be evidence that they are not, in fact, police. They are hired security from some very questionable organizations. Some of these guys, they are definitely not police. They are sadistic and violent on a psychopathic level, and they are taking full advantage of the situation to indulge in their psychopathic tendencies. I've seen the video of it. Inexcusable. But here we are. The people are rising up. That's a good thing. Hopefully the trend continues, because if it does, that means we get a chance. So, yeah, the world has lost its ever loving mind. So anybody trying to act like things are business as usual, you are off your rocker at this point. There's no there's no civil discussion to be had when somebody is so completely detached from reality. And there are far too many people out there that are simply unwilling to face the truth and facts of the situation we're in. I've had it. I'm over it. That's why my channel is not your platform. My channel is my platform. I decide what goes on here. I decide what we talk about. I set the narrative. People have a problem with that, say la vie. Have yourself a nice life. Get out of here. My patience is gone. It's completely gone. I've witnessed so much freaking just absolute nonsense and garbage. And it just keeps building and building and building and building. And the entire world is on. We're in the middle of World War III, folks. If you don't know that, this is the cold reality. We are in the middle of World War III. It's a war unlike anything we've ever seen. They're not fighting with guns. No, they're fighting with propaganda and that false ideology. It is on the verge of becoming a physical war. Their goal is to disarm good and decent people like us. So that when they finally pull the trigger and turn it into a shooting war, World War III, we can't fight back. That is their goal. And they are on the verge of success. They haven't succeeded. They're merely on the verge. The fact that they're only on the verge means that we still have a chance. But only people pull their heads out of their asses and wake up to the full truth of what's going on here. And make no mistake, pop culture is part of their plan. Pop culture has been part of their agenda for a very long time, as we have discovered here on the House of G. It's not the popular thing to say. It's not the fun thing to say. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not the truth, because it is the truth. So here we go. All right. So let's go ahead and start off here. Today's going to be an Elseworlds sort of day. I used to be a fan of Elseworlds. They were generally one-shot stories, just fun little stories, like what if this character happened in this time frame, or these circumstances were different. Just fun little just fun little self-contained stories. They were never meant to be part of the main storyline. They were never meant to be canon. They were just fun little thought exercises. But then something happened. These people took over. They took over our pop culture, and they used it to their advantage. Let's put it that way. And yeah, so I'm no longer a huge fan of parallel universe type storylines. It's just, yeah, they've. Now, to be fair, I'm not a fan of modern comic books, period. I exited comic books in 2012. I won't have anything to do with it. It's just gone so far off the rails. I don't recognize it anymore. These are not modern comic books. Are not the comic books I grew up with. And here's another thing: all these kids on Twitter and whatnot, they talk about modern, the modern stuff as if it's like the only thing that's ever existed. They don't understand. Comic books have been around a long time. Modern comic books are not. They're not what they used to be. The original vision of these creators has been completely hijacked and butchered. That's what they don't understand. And that is why I'm here. Because nobody else will speak on it. Nobody else will defend the original intent of these creators. At least not that I've seen. Now, I don't know every single channel that's out there. There might be somebody out there doing it. For all I know. Personally, I haven't seen it yet. So, to the best of my knowledge, I'm the only one. And make no mistake, if you create something, that is yours. It belongs to you. If somebody tries to take it from you, you have every right to protect it and defend it and preserve it. And a lot of these creators, they're no longer with us. They can no longer defend their properties. It doesn't seem like there's anybody. Doesn't seem like anybody's standing up for them. Not really. And wow. Okay. Holy crap. Jimmy freaking Craig. I made the mistake of opening this up and flipping through it while I was ranting. Alright, I think we need to get into this now. Oh my lord. What happened to this world? I honestly one more time. Let me make one more point before we do this. So yeah, my main channel, Rebel Squadron. I've got my Discord and everything. I'm trying to build a community of channels that are like-minded. The problem is I can't find any. I'm actually legitimately shocked by it. I can't understand. The original geek, original gamer. I've been a geek and a gamer all my life, long before it was mainstream and popular. Back in the day when being a geek meant being a geek, I mean, you were a geek and you didn't flaunt it because it wasn't popular, it wasn't mainstream. Normies didn't understand it. I had my tight circle of geek friends, and they were great people, a lot of fun to hang out with. I had some good times. But it's not like it was completely different than what it is today. And I'm struggling to find like-minded channels. And it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Getting an inside view of what YouTube's really all about. And shocking, to say the least. Not what I expected. Not to this extent anyways. Well, point being, there's a young girl in my community, hangs out in the Discord and whatnot. She used to hang out in the live streams. She's got her own channel, and she invited me to her Discord with some other folks. So I joined, and there's some stuff popping up from some of these other people in there, legitimately satanic stuff. I'm not going to mince words. It was satanic. If it makes you uncomfortable, tough. It should make you uncomfortable. If it makes you uncomfortable, it's a good sign. It means you have a soul and a conscience. And I tried to point it out to her. She got mad. Basically called me a liar. And that was my cue to exit stage left. So I left her Discord community. Come to find out, recently, she uploaded a video. Something about colors changing. It's just colors. There was a song, and with every beat, it would change colors. But here's that in and of itself was kind of odd, because it's kind of a hypnotic style of video, which is I'm not really a fan of to begin with. Let's leave it at that. But here's the kicker. The song that she used was a Lil Nas X song. He is an openly advertised Satanist. Literally satanic. No bones about it. Doesn't hide it. She's using satanic music in her videos. And I have completely just disconnected from this person. And she is underage as far as that goes. Under 18. I don't know where her parents are at. I don't know how her parents let her use satanic music in her videos. I have no idea how she got access to it being under 18. Not a clue. Not a damn clue. It's just mind-boggling, to say the least. And horrific. It should not be happening. And yet it is. All across YouTube. All across YouTube. There's something rotten going on here, folks, and people need to wake up to it. Because it's not good, and it will just it destroys lives. It does. I guarantee you. We're smack in the middle of World War III. They have not gone guns blazing yet because they know that they will lose if that happens too soon. If the trigger, and here's the thing, they're getting desperate, very desperate. I believe that they are ahead of their agenda. They were Trump being president forced them to speed up their plans. It has made them very desperate indeed. Do not underestimate these people, folks. Not one bit. Not for a second. And that is why that's by and large, that's why my channel exists, House of G, and why it will never be popular. Because these are things that nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants to think about. Nobody wants to contemplate. Even if they were allowed to talk about it, they don't want to experience that level of discomfort. That's how soft society has gotten. Yeah, that's fine. It's out of my hands. Society will do what its will. And I'm going to do what I will. So here we go. Yeah. That nonsense is not allowed here. Period. End of story. Full stop. If you got a problem with that, I don't care. Get out. All right, so here we go. Elseworlds. Steel. Now, keep here, pointing out here, it is labeled issue 1. I believe that was just more of a gimmicky type thing. It's a one-shot. Elseworlds were generally one-shot issues, but they would still put the number 1. Oh, it's an annual. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so this might actually be the Steel annual, and they took the opportunity to turn it into an Elseworlds story. I think that's probably what's going on here. What is it? 1994. So we got Steel annual, Elseworlds 1994. Camera's not cooperating. There we go. Boom. 1994. So this is just about a year before the. I don't know what's going on with the camera. It's been acting weird lately. Not a clue why. Hello? Hello? Okay, I think we're good now. It didn't used to do that. It used to refocus pretty automatically and everything. It used to, I don't know what's going on. Not a clue. Yeah, let's keep on rolling though. All right, so yes, Steel annual number 1. Now this does take place in the Civil War era. I don't know if you can tell. You get the two armies behind them, North and South. I don't want to mess up the camera again, but yeah, you'll see here. It takes place during the Civil War, which Steel being a black man, I mean, it has potential as far as story-wise. Okay, let's see. See what happens. Let's see what they do with it. Now, being 1994, this is either right before or right at the start of the Great Divergence. I was originally saying 95, 96, but they were definitely in control of certain things before then, as it turns out. Just looking at the stories and art and all that. So let's see exactly how this particular issue plays out here. This could be good, or it could be as janky as you might expect at this point. Mother Murgatroyd. Oh, and even has a disclaimer at the start. Elseworlds. In Elseworlds, heroes are taken from their usual settings and put into strange times and places, some that have existed or might have existed, and others that can't or couldn't exist. This is one of them. See, it was always just an intriguing concept. It was a one-shot. It was not meant to replace anything. It wasn't meant to be canon. It wasn't meant to be an ongoing thing. It was just a fun little exercise in the, playing around with the characters. And I'm fine. I used to be fine with that, except that they've taken it, and they've taken the whole alternate thing and used it to supplant the true characters, the true intent of these characters by their creators. These people have no respect for the creators. Think about that. Think about that fact. Chew on that for a while. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's taking place. Civil War is a slave plantation. I mean, you got her. What the what? So this is a hot button issue, no doubt. And I'm just gonna say it. There were good slave owners, bad slave owners. Some people actually took good care of their slaves. If you have a problem with me saying that, I don't care. Get out. It's a fact. I'm not supporting slavery. I'm just stating facts. There were good slave owners. There were bad slave owners. Now, naturally, they're going to focus on the bad. But I can tell you this right now, they're not going to make a distinction. That's the issue. They're not going to make any distinction whatsoever. It's just, it's not a justification for anything. It's just, I'm just pointing out facts. Why? Why are they doing this? To set a narrative. What's the ultimate narrative? I can tell you this right now. White man bad. That's the narrative. And if you're not understanding the real world implication of that, you're not paying attention. Look around you. Black Lives Matter, etc. Antifa. I've seen videos of white men bowing, literally kneeling, and licking the boots of black men, which is fucking insane. I'm in the mood. Let me tell you that. I'm so had it with this freaking nonsense. And yeah, I'm over it. So feel free to cancel. Come and get me. Come and get me. Cancel me. Come and get me. Anyways. Okay, so it starts off, now a lot of the slaves were in fact treated very badly. I'm not denying that. I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying it's right. Apparently that's supposed to be Harriet Tubman getting hit in the back of the head with a iron from one of the women in the family and whatnot. Okay, so apparently that one was actually factual as far as Harriet Tubman goes. And I do, like I said, I'm not justifying it. Especially when it comes to the horrific treatment that some of the slaves did in fact go through. It's the overall agenda that they're pushing that I got a problem with. Meaning, white men bad, white people bad. If you don't want me, like I say, you're not paying attention. They're literally out there with the white guilt bullshit. Fuck you. And that's the problem. I mean, then you read stuff like this, and it's just like, whatever value there was in this is tainted because of what's going on today. And I would have to sit here and read the whole thing in order to separate this modern crap from some of the stuff that was going on back in the day. I'm doing my best to do that. I'm trying to be impartial here. I'm doing my best to be impartial. The 2020 vision, it's trickier than you might think. Well, yeah, so they were not shy back in the day, let me tell you that. This is 1994. So it shows, hold on, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Who is this? Okay, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on here. I think it's a slave uprising, but I'm not sure. It doesn't make any sense. Because, yeah, stuff like this was not the norm. It looks like it's white man versus black man. It's not really giving any legit, real context if this is supposed to be a historical. They're very, I don't know. It was definitely not common, let's put it that way. Even before, even leading up to the start of the Civil War, open rebellions like that I don't think they were very common as far as I know. If they happened at all. There was one, Harper's Ferry or something like that, failed miserably. I don't know how often that stuff happened. It's the only thing off the top of my head I can even think of that I've ever read about. But it starts off here. So Steele, his name is John Henry Irons, and apparently his mother is nursing both him and the slave owner's son, baby son. She's nursing both of them. So it's it's a pretty shocking image right there. Like I said, back in the day, well, yeah, it's they had no problem putting stuff like that out. Nowadays, I doubt that they would actually do that. Even as, twisted as they've gotten. Hold on, wait. Okay, so John Henry Irons is best friends with the plantation owner's son. Like best of friends. They're knights in shining armor, slaying dragons, stuff like that. Looks like they're getting into hijinks with the blacksmith who's chasing them out and everything. John Henry is like, hey, can you teach me these letters? Because he wants to learn how to read. And the plantation owner's son is like, yeah, I can do that. But then his father shows up and he's like, my son's going to be the master of this plantation someday. He needs to know these things. Don't worry your little head. So apparently the fact that his son is friends with John Henry gives them a bit of leeway or something like that, to an extent at least. Yeah, the blacksmith is, he's just trying to work. Look at the kids running around. Hold on. There's a lot of, this is a thing about the Elseworlds. A lot of times they were pretty sizable issues. It's not like your normal monthly issue. They were pretty big. So I'm trying to at least get a gist of the story without reading every aspect of it, reading every word and whatnot. So the plantation owner's son, he goes behind his father's back and everything. He's aware that it's actually illegal for slaves to be educated. But he gives some books to John Henry to give him the opportunity to learn how to read and get some measure of education at least. And apparently he's been doing it for quite a while, but he keeps getting busted for it. And being the plantation owner's son, they can't really do anything to him, but he keeps trying to give him books. Boom chakalaka. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. So, Okay, so it finally reaches a point where the plantation owner's son, his name's Arthur, he can't, he's been getting away with it, but finally, like, it comes to a head where his dad's like, you need to stop doing this. He's like, he's gonna, like, you know, discipline him for it. I mean, he is breaking the law, so there's that. And I'm not saying it's a just law, but he is breaking the law. So he's naturally rebelling against the law. He's rebelling against an unjust law. And then he finally reaches a point where he's not able to escape from his the consequences of his actions, let's say. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so Arthur gets sent away to like a boarding school or something like that, and naturally he blames John Henry for getting caught, and it's like, okay, so there it is. There's the twist I was looking for. Naturally he blames John Henry. Yeah, I fully expected them to do some sort of weird twist like that. Let's see here. 4 years later, after he gets sent away, I guess he comes back or something. And there is a young woman that Arthur is smitten with. Gwyneth? Gwyneth? Is that her name? Gwyneth? Wait, where's it? I just saw her name. Where was it? Gwyneth. Lady Gwyneth. So her name is Gwyneth. Yeah, all the young men are taken by her, especially Arthur. And he's trying to, you know, court her, as it was back in the day before dating became a thing. Just don't even get me started on dating. And okay. Yeah. So then it cuts to John Henry doing the blacksmith thing. Yeah, unsurprisingly, they draw them all bow chicka wow wow. Okay, yeah, that's a little over the top there. Let's put it that way. Over the top. Like I said, so I've seen videos in recent years, very recent years, grown ass white men kneeling at the feet of black men, literally licking their boots. So this is 1994, but there's definitely some imagery here that's let's say pushing in that direction. And they're using the Civil War era as justification for that pretext. And then a horse starts getting uppity, I guess you could say. And he's trying to calm the horse down and everything. And with this very interesting image here. John Henry Irons going up against a horse. He literally catches the darn thing. Like, let me tell you, that is highly unlikely. Horses are not small creatures. They're very powerful creatures. I can tell you that from personal experience. Even his size, I'm not sure about that. But, okay, for, you know, Jimmy Cricket. Yep, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Wait, hold on. 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 Yep. They went there. They went there. Hold on. Wait. Yep. Okay. I'm Like I said, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to at least make sure I have a fairly good idea what's going on, but the picture kind of speaks for itself. So there's Gwyneth, and as you guessed it, she's humping around with one of the slaves, because, you know, it's okay to hold back around here in the DC universe, apparently. Now, Arthur, pretty mad. Well, let me try and clarify something here. So it's not about the interracial thing. It's about the fact that promiscuity. She's not married to this guy. She's literally hoeing around. It's not a good thing, especially back at this time frame, this time period. No, it was not accepted like it is today. What do they call it? Slut shaming? Yeah, she-ho. She-ho. Now, back in the day, you could actually, if you're disrespectful towards someone, you could actually challenge someone to duel for, to defend your. Make no mistake, words matter, folks. Defending your honor is actually an important thing, and has been vilified and made it ill. You are no longer allowed to defend your honor, which is complete and total bullshit. I'm not saying all the circumstances in this scene are quite, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, she's hoeing around with one of the slaves. She's just she-ho, plain simple. And then he, punishes the slave. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me with this? I just can't with this. I mean, it's just like, give me a fucking break with this. They're trying to justify being a slut by the fact that she's hooking up with a slave. It's such a bullshit story. I can't even say anything. I can't even talk about it because it's like there's no. Doesn't matter what I say. It's all going to get twisted around. This is a bullshit story. And let's see. They're trying to use the interracial relationship thing as justification for her slutting around and whatnot. To justify the whole white man bad thing. That's the angle I'm coming from. So it's just, what you might. So back in the day when I originally read this, it was one thing. I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't know what I was reading. It's like, oh yeah, but, fighting back against slavery. There's stuff in here. It's just, there's definitely undertones, let's put it that way, which takes away from the rest of whatever potential entertainment value there was. It just takes away from it to the point where it's just Give me a break with this. So as you might expect, just slave life, getting beat. John Henry's he's read the books that Arthur gave him when they were younger, so he's more educated than the average slave, and he is a blacksmith. Wait a minute. So, okay. If you remember, when they were kids, babies actually, John Henry's mother nursed both of them. She fed both of them with her own body. And now John Henry's mother is sick and dying. And Arthur he paid for a doctor to visit her twice. She's got the croup, and now he's like, that's all I can afford to spend on that old mammy of yours, quote unquote. So where Arthur and John Henry used to be close friends, Arthur has clearly changed at this point. Arthur, you can't just let her die. How dare you look me in the eye? Now the only thing that tells me is that he was taught to be like that. As kids they were best of friends. He was taught to be that way. That's the only thing that's really speaking to me at this point. And it gets lost in a lot of this other nonsense that's going on. So he punishes John Henry pretty severely. He hangs him up and whips him and stuff like that. To move the story along. Like I said before, and without a doubt, some of these slaves were treated very, very brutally. There's certain other aspects of the story that take away from the overall message of this issue. I'm trying really hard to stay focused, let's put it that way. So I think he's got a wife. I think it's his wife. Yeah. Okay, so John Henry is married, and she is in fact pregnant. And they're expecting a child. His mother is sick, very, very sick, to boot. So okay. So she's finally giving birth. Baby's coming. John Henry is in the fields. Somebody goes to get him. Baby's born. He's got himself a son, I think. Well, son. Got himself a son. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so Okay. Hold on here. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. I think maybe we're getting to the meat and potatoes of the story. Arthur shows up. He visits the mother and the child, and now, yeah, John Henry is he's a big guy. As you've seen from previous images and whatnot, he's a blacksmith. Apparently, he's good at being a blacksmith, and Arthur wants John Henry to build him some sort of armor. Now, being a slave, I don't know how much he can actually say no, but apparently he's been refusing to build this armor. I'm not sure how that works, seeing as he's a slave. Most has to do with the fact that he is a blacksmith and has skills that the average slave doesn't have. I'm guessing at this point that's got something to do with it. But Arthur's basically threatening to sell his son into slavery, like, immediately, as soon as the kid is old, as soon as the kid's old enough and viable enough to leave the mother, or I guess be sired by somebody else, wet nurse, whatever. So I guess that is enough to get John Henry to build this armor that Arthur wants. And yeah, it's got something going on here. So he start off with like the gauntlet or whatever. It looks like it's got some sort of mini gun on it. Keep in mind this is a Civil War era. And I guess this is okay. At this point, the Civil War is ramping up. Like it's if it's not already going, it's getting close to official declaration of the Civil War. So this story, it had potential. But there's some stuff in here that's just like, it's rubbing me the wrong way. That's why he wants the armor. Either the war is ramping up or they're already in the war. So that's why Arthur wants the armor, is for wartime and whatnot. Like I said, he's been resisting building the armor for some reason. Arthur, like I said, I'm assuming it's because of his blacksmithing skills. That buys him a certain measure of, not quite freedom, but discretion at what he makes without being punished for it, I guess. I don't know. So it's raining out. I was trying to make sure I'm understanding the story. It's raining out. For some reason, these women have killed babies with them out in the field. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I guess maybe they took their babies out into the cotton fields. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know if that's how historically accurate that is, or if that's just artistic license. I got no idea. It's not outside the realm of possibility. I'm not saying it's not possible. I just don't know. And then apparently John Irons has finished the armor, but he had in making it, for some reason, he made it to fit his own body type. And you gotta understand something. When you're building armor, it's about plate metal in this case, and so he can't build it and then just like shrink it, like tailor it down. Now it has to be the proper fitting at the moment that it's created. So he's created this armor to fit himself, And as you may have guessed, Arthur is a good bit smaller than John is. So this armor is not going to fit Arthur. I'm a little confused by it. Wait a minute. So he makes the mask that he made, and he actually says this isn't the mask of an English knight, it's the face of an African warrior. Okay. Like that was able to slide back because these folks were Africans. Legitimate, like they weren't. I don't do this hyphenated American bullshit. Either you're American or you're not. There's no in between. I hate to break it to you. But in this case, these people were straight up Africans. Wait, no. No, you know what? I take it back. John Henry was born on American soil. That makes him American born. Not natural born, but native to America. But then it's like, it's the face of an African war. Now, caveat, I don't know if his parents were brought over from Africa or if they were born. I don't know. But at this point, there's too many unknowns to see just how goofy this aspect of it is. And go figure. Apparently, this is the face of an African warrior. I will let you draw your own conclusions and whatnot. But apparently, yeah, that's the face of an African warrior. So he puts on the armor, charges out. What the hell? What? Oh, so that's what's going on. Okay, so the women are out in the fields working, but the babies are in this little wooden box. Like a very crude playpen type situation or something. Apparently they're crammed in this box. And it's raining and everything. The field master doesn't care. He's like, get back to work. There's a war going on. So Steel, John Henry, he puts on his armor. He lunges out there. And yeah, okay, so the babies are drowned. They were left in this wooden box. There's no no way for the water to get out. I like, yeah, okay, I can get behind the fact that these particular slave owners didn't care a whole lot about the well-being of their slaves. This guy, he's a field master. He's not even the owner of the plantation. But that right there, I mean, that's like, if you look at it from a I'm going to say things that are going to probably make you uncomfortable. They're property. These people were property. Slaves are property. So from a business owner standpoint, I mean, that's a waste of resources. So I'm not, like, again, there's artistic license to move the story along, and maybe this guy was just an idiot for whatever reason in that moment, allowed the kids to drown, which is, from a business standpoint, is not a good thing. And besides the moral aspect, if I have to clarify that, then there's something wrong with this world. I'm not justifying any of this. This is all a this is all a thought exercise if you haven't figured that out by now. So besides the moral aspect, the fact that he murdered a bunch of kids, from a business aspect, it's not a good move. So I'm questioning how the story's written. being a comic book, artistic license. We'll roll with it. Oh, you know what? Looks like maybe his son was one of them. Okay. I'm assuming this is not based on any like recorded historical fact. Like I said, no, I mean, there are slaves that are treated badly. As far as this, though, allowing a bunch of slave babies to just straight up drown like that, I got no idea if they have like any source material they drew from, or if they just made this up out of thin air. I got no idea. Back in the day, oh wow, that's horrible. Yeah, go steal, take out the bad, the bad slave owner or something like that. Back in the day, I rolled with it. It was like, oh man, that's horrible, man. Get him. Now it's like with everything going on nowadays, I gotta look at this with the 2020 vision, a completely different lens, which is why it might make some people uncomfortable. But this is what they do. They create as far as pop culture goes, they write this horrific situation, which may or may not be feasible. May or may not be logical. It may or may not have happened. It's outside the realm of possibility, but I'm honestly not seeing it as being very likely at this point. However, for artistic license, for the sake of the story, they wrote it that way. And there had to be a catalyst. There did need to be a catalyst. But this basically kicks off a slave revolt on this particular plantation. And for some reason, the gauntlet gun that he built, apparently they gave him ammunition for it. So he shoots the guy on the horse, and it kicks off a slave uprising. Not sure how he managed to get his hand on the ammunition, but we'll roll with it. As a blacksmith, he can make the bullets, the actual little bullets, but you still need the gunpowder. Gunpowder is not something you just come by. That takes a bit of doing. So, yeah, we got a full-on slave revolt. Now, if that kind of situation were to happen, I would not blame him one bit. That would definitely be a catalyst to kick off something like that. Whether or not Fieldmaster would be stupid enough to allow the slave babies to drown, I don't know. I'm sure there are probably idiots out there that are stupid enough to let something like that happen. I have no notes at this point. So somehow his wife, John Henry's wife, the mother of his son, gets the jump on the field master with a pitchfork and skewers him. It's now, as the story is written, it's difficult to you can't blame her really. Not really. He murdered her son and whatnot. So yeah, under those circumstances, that would be, I'd say, justifiable. The whole thing with Gwyneth humping her slave, that just, whatever they were trying to go with that, it backfired, because I can't get the image on my head. Now everything's tainted. So I have to sit here and analyze it in order to try and get I don't know, man. Well, somehow this barely educated slave, John Henry, was able to blacksmith a weapon that was by far more advanced than anything that the North or the South had in terms of firepower. I know a few things about Civil War era weapons, and trust me, I think they finally got around to cartridge rifles, but still not even close. Well, there was wait a minute. No, I think they did have like an actual Gatling gun, but it was a beast of a weapon. This thing is miniaturized. So how he managed to figure out a miniaturized Gatling gun, I have no idea. I'm fairly certain he did not get those kinds of books even from Arthur. Who knows? It's all about this. Yeah, it's about the character at that point. He gets hit with a cannonball. He literally gets hit with a cannonball. Boom. Bounces back. It's like, yeah, that tickled. Nah, I'm not sure. Oh. Jimmy Cricket. See, I've watched a lot of YouTube over the last couple of years, including channels that really like to focus on medieval armor and weaponry, stuff like that. And I've seen some stuff where they've done experiments with actual plate armor. And from what I've seen about it, from what I understand about it, I'm not really seeing this as being terribly likely. But there's the whole artistic license thing. I don't see how he would have the setup to... Oh, man. I don't know, dude. A little knowledge can be powerful and dangerous. So somehow he was able to develop armor that could withstand a freaking cannonball. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a cool image. It's a cool image and whatnot. It's like, boom, oh no, he's done for. Boom, gets hit with the cannonball. But then you turn the page and there he is. And he's like, none the worse for the wear. Cannonball in hand, clearly looking ticked off and whatnot. So it's a cool image. I'm not denying that. It's a cool image. But it's just, I don't know, man. What? Wait a minute. Okay, this makes even less sense now. So he takes the cannonball, throws it at the cannon, and then everything explodes. So you've got to understand something. The typical cannonball did not explode. It was just a ball of steel or iron, or lead, whatever they made them out of. And you fire the cannonball, it tears through the enemy ranks. That's pretty much it. They may have made cannonballs that actually exploded. That might be a thing. But this one, I mean, it hits him full bore in the chest. It doesn't explode until he returns it to him. So that's not making a whole lot of sense to me. I don't know. It's like... But it's a comic book, so you gotta, like, yeah, there's a certain amount of a suspension of disbelief. When I see stuff like, when there's certain aspects of a story, it's just like, they're obviously trying to push an agenda. It makes it more difficult to suspend disbelief. That's the problem. It's like, really, if you want to go there, okay, then you better do the story. It's... Oh, wow. Okay. So they basically turn steel into Moses. Wow. Okay. Now, back in the day, that would have been a cool line. It's like, oh, wow. Wait, they drew upon, the Bible and Moses for inspiration. It's like, wow, okay, that's cool. But like with 2020 and everything, it's not as cool and as innocent as I might have once thought. But he's like, no. And it's like, No, only your former brother John. Let my people go, Arthur. Taken right out of the Bible. Let my people go. So, I'm trying to give it a fair shake here. Like, I got the 2020 lens, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep it from being tainted with the modern nonsense. It's really difficult to do, let me tell you that. So Arthur gets the jump on him. They're quoting all kinds of like night like lines and everything. He gets the jump on him, hits him between the plates and whatnot. Cracks him hard. Knocks him silly for at least a minute. Breaks in. There's some slaves in there. He's breaking them out and whatnot. Arthur he comes to, and he's calling him Mordred for some reason. I don't know why. He takes the lantern and sets the place on fire. What? Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what? Okay, this might actually, okay, he frees the slaves that were in this cellar, but apparently, okay, yeah, the imagery wasn't too clear, but he's in the cellar now, the slaves are out of there, it's full of powder kegs, it looks like dozens and dozens of powder kegs, black powder. So that's where so lots of powder kegs. He's, not in a very stable situation. Grabs a lantern, drops it, books out of the cellar, and that explains why there's this massive explosion. Boom! John Henry's inside, but he's protected by his armor apparently. Comes limping out and whatnot, takes the mask off, and yeah, so he's basically presented as like the Moses of the Civil War era. Okay. And yeah, so he frees the slaves from the plantation. Most of them escape to the north and whatnot. He disappears into legend. One of the legends being like he built the railroad through the Blue Ridge Mountains and stuff like that. So he gets elevated to like this mythical legendary status. But it's just Jiminy Cricket. I can't quite get fully on board with this one because there's some stuff in there that's just it is questionable. Gwyneth, holding it up with her slave. It's not. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me with this? It's not even the fact that she's involved with the black man. It's the fact that she hoeing around in the Civil War era. I mean, that's such a. That was not tolerated back in the day. And if I'm supposed to be, if I'm supposed to feel sorry about the fact she got caught, I'm not sorry. I'm single for a reason. I'm tired of this modern society nonsense when it comes to marriage and dating. It's ridiculous to say the least. So that's not sending. It's not giving me the message that they thought they were going to give me. Let's put it that way. Back in the day when I first read this, picked it up, read it, and all that. Maybe I was young and naive enough to not catch on to it. Nowadays, that's not the case. So I mean, there's definitely some goofy stuff in here, no doubt about that. Just taints the whole overall story. And there was potential. There was definitely potential. But I'm just not feeling it. Not the way they did it. Not the way they executed it. It was definitely... smacks of a precursor to like the BLM or something. And it's not a good thing. Oh, you know, I need to get a bag of board for this. I forgot this one was not even Jim McCray. I got mixed feelings on this one. Like I said, I like the concept and whatever, but the execution, especially, I can't get it, like the vision, like the images of these guys, these white guys, modern, and we're talking about modern times in the last few years, videos, Twitter, whatever, both white men and white women kneeling at the feet of black men, licking their boots, kissing their boots, literally. I can't get that out of my head. So it's tainting this whole thing on top of everything else. It's like, where did that crap come from? Well, it came from basically stuff like this. And they refer to themselves as African Americans. They don't refer to themselves. Let me tell you something, folks. Back in the day, they didn't refer to themselves as African Americans. They were either African or they were American. If they accepted American citizenship and the freedom that came along with it, they were grateful. They called themselves Americans. This African American thing is not. It's more recent part of history. Make no mistake. Freed slaves back in the day, they were very grateful to be slaves. They were very grateful to take that American citizenship and make it their own. They didn't think of themselves as Africans. They thought of themselves as Americans. So I definitely have issue with that. Oh, wait a minute. So yeah, they are actually labeling him as that John Henry that beat the machine, the spike laying machine through the mountain pass, building the railroad. Like I John Henry Irons. Yeah, I always figured he was named after that particular John Henry, but in this one they actually make him that John. So like I said, yeah, Steel Annual #1 Elseworlds issue. Mixed feelings. It's a cool idea. There's definitely some stuff in there that's just like, come on. Are you kidding me with this? So yeah, it basically depends on how much you're willing to suspend your disbelief and look past some of the more whole bag elements. Let's put it that way. That's right. It's a real shame because that story had potential. It did, and now being 1994, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I was honestly expecting it to be more in your face. Just when you look at some of the other stuff that we've gone over here on the House of G, I was honestly expecting it to be a bit worse. So I'll give it that. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but there's definitely mixed feelings, no doubt. All right, guys. So next we're going to be going through this Batman Night Gallery Elseworlds edition. I'm not 100% certain. I think it's just the artwork of these various Elseworlds Batmans. This is now this Batman right here, just odd looking. Now, if you know about anything about the modern DC, they recently had some sort of weird freaking gala in the DC universe. Very strange, a very strange thing. No idea what they were thinking. very strange costumes and whatnot that they put together. And if I'm being honest, this thing looks like it would fit right in with this weird ass gala. So there was some weirdness going on back in the day, no doubt about that. It didn't just come out of nowhere. It didn't come out of a vacuum. They were pushing this stuff as far back as 1994. That's just odd. I mean, that's just over the top. That looks, oh my gosh, it does. It looks like something you'd wear to one of these weird ass galas. No idea. Let's take a closer look here. That Robin actually doesn't look too terrible. They got rid of the colors. But the overall design's not terrible. The Batman though, I mean, it's just weird. I think that now while the Robin doesn't look bad overall, the colors, I mean, it's part of comic books. When it comes to comic books, the coloring of the character matters. It sets them apart. It makes them pop from the page. When you got this, when it's all like just, darks, dark colors, dark tones, everything just blends together. The only thing that pops is the yellow on his cape and everything. I'm telling you, the men that originally created these characters, they understood character design. They understood the medium of comic books. You got to have those colors in there to make it pop, because otherwise it's just all bland and the background's blue. Everything's blue and black except for that yellow. It's the only thing that pops out. It's a great example of how these people, even when was this? Where's 1995? Okay, yeah, that fits right in with the Great Divergence. 1995. These people don't understand comic books. They don't. Character design, costume design, all that stuff. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, let's go ahead and Night Gallery, the design journal of Bruce Wayne. I've been preparing my. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and read all that. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so what they're doing is, so what this is like a journal from Bruce Wayne. He's coming up with all of these possible costume, uniform designs, and it's got his notes, his thoughts on each of the designs. This is what they're going with here. And okay, so they're just trying to voice the history of the costume, the evolution of the costumes and stuff like that. Okay, that's where they're going with here. What the hell? Yeah, and there's something really strange here because, I've noticed this in recent weeks. What the Okay, this is definitely not an anomaly here, folks. We've established a pattern here. And I don't know who penciled this. It doesn't say anything about the artist. The editors, publishers, stuff like that. Nothing about the artist. Or maybe it's on the back. Manuscript discovered by Sir Douglas Moench. Okay. Discovered. Yeah, they went full bore with this whole manuscript journal concept. Okay. If this wasn't part of the Great Divergence, I'd be more interested in it, but there's a bunch of different people that, Neil Adams is in here as a professor. Designs discovered and restored by Professor Neil Adams, who's not actually a professor. None of these, they're all listed as professors. Mother Murgatroyd. So yeah, that's how they went with it. Okay. All right, let's go and take a look. Oh yeah, so the point I was getting at just a minute ago, definitely not a fluke. This is definitely a pattern at this, folks. This is something, I don't know what they're just, just looking at it. I don't know what their intent was, but I can, using discernment and whatnot, I can take a guess at it. So Batman starts off with red eyes. I don't know if you can see the red there. Might be kind of difficult. But his eyes are blatantly red. This isn't the first time we've had characters with red, and I think primarily Batman. It's at the very start of the issue, he'll have red eyes for some reason. Why? Because, like, glancing through this, every other iteration of Batman has white eyes. So why does this one, why is the very first one, why does he have red eyes? This isn't a fluke. This is not the first time we've seen this, folks. He has red eyes. And that's not normal. Batman does not have red eyes. The cowl does not have red eyes. It's always white. So why are they doing this? I don't know. I don't have any answers for you. You can take a guess. They're trying to push some sort of subliminal messaging, would be my guess. Because there's no real logical reason for it. Not any that I'm aware of. And then there's an issue with his overall costume. Now this one, is, I think, it's supposed to be meant to be a nod to the original Batman design, but at the same time they took artistic liberty with it. It's not completely faithful. The first red flag is the red eyes, but then if you pull out and take a closer look, see, the original Batman had the overshorts. There's no overshorts here, and they completely blacked it out. Now, at least this time, they blacked it out. Now, why would they black it out? Because they know it's not appropriate. This is proof of what I'm saying here, folks. You understand? This is hard evidence. They blacked it out because they knew it'd be inappropriate. Now, on the backside, yeah, they made sure to lift up his cape and everything and show you his ass. But on the front side, in this case, they at least had the decency to black it out. And the real Batman, the original Batman design, he's got overshorts. Why? For modesty. People like to make fun of the fact he's wearing his underwear on the outside of his... It's not underwear, they're overshorts. It's designed for the purpose of modesty. Now, I understand that modesty has been lost in modern society, but it's still a legitimate thing, and it needs to make a comeback. Because this is just now. This is not Batman. This is not what I'm interested in. Do you understand? This is not comic books. This is not Batman. It is a problem. So, yeah, they took the original design and they made some really strange changes to it. And they do label it as the first attempt. However, it's not actually the real original design. And for some reason, they just have to show his ass. So then it goes on, and yeah, additional costume concepts. This is supposedly Bruce Wayne playing around with concepts, and I mean, without a doubt, they're based upon the original Batman design. This is just, this whole thing is just this Batman Night Gallery. It's not a legitimate issue. This is labeled as Elseworlds. This is them just screwing around with the actual real Batman concept. Now, back in the day, I kind of thought maybe it was a cool idea. Nowadays, I can see it for what it is. It was a test run. They were looking for an excuse to just screw with the Batman design. Plain and simple. That's all it is. They were looking for an excuse to screw with the design without getting the real fans in an uproar. And it succeeded. Because back in the day, I didn't think twice about it. This is 1995. I kept going to 2012. Another 17 years. It took another 17 years from here to catch on. You got this, and it just gets weirder and weirder. Like, these designs are just, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. There's nothing functional about that. And then this, all red. Why is it all red? Now, I can't quite tell. They're more pink than red, but the overall... Yeah, the whole thing is just black and red, so there's more. Now, in this case, the red lenses make sense because literally the entire costume is red. Even though it's a horrible design for Batman. But as far as this goes, there's absolutely no reason for these lenses to be red. That's not Batman. Period. Yeah, so they were using, like, the whole thing, like this whole gala thing. What? No, it wasn't DC, was it? It was Marvel. Yeah, X-Men and stuff like that. Oh my lord. Even though I'm sure DC's done its own type of deal, probably. But yeah, Marvel doing this stupid gala thing. These ridiculous freaking costumes that make no fucking sense. But guess what? DC beat them to it in 1995. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So we got some more. I have no idea what they're thinking with this. Doesn't make any sense. Like, what is that? It's not realistic. It's not functional. It's just weird. Like, what's with all the little hooks and stuff like that? Like, what is up with that? It doesn't make any sense. No, it's these people, they have no design skills. They really don't. So even Batman, even Bruce Wayne decides that this one's too demonic. Guess what? I agree. He's supposed to be the Batman, not the Demon Man. The overall design isn't as horrible as some of them. But yeah, the whole demon mask, no. No. Oh, wow, okay. So they really did focus on this mask. Because they put it down here again. A demonic creature of the night that is nevertheless a dark angel. Holy shit. A demonic creature of the night that is nevertheless a dark angel. Holy shit. This is evidence here, folks. Do you understand? This is hard evidence right here. Okay? They're pushing this demonic bullshit as being some sort of dark angel hero of the night. Demons are heroes, is what they're trying to fucking tell you. Okay? They've been pushing this shit since 1995 minimum. And it's wrong. That is no go. I cannot believe I'm looking at this with my own two eyes. There it is right there. I mean, that's what I've been looking for. I was waiting for that to pop up, something like that. And it's right there. Boom. They're not even making any bones about it. Oh no, it's too demonic. But then down here, they go on to say a demonic creature of the night that is nevertheless a dark angel. No, that is not Batman. Batman was never meant to be demonic. He's not a demonic character. This is where they started this nonsense. Pushing this demonic bullshit. I mean, their words. Demonic right there. Do you see that? Their words. Demonic. They fully acknowledge it. They're not hiding it. They acknowledge this is demonic. But then they try to, after that little thing, they try to pass it off as being a dark angel. Do you know what a dark angel is? It's a demon. Do you understand? Demons are not heroic. Demons are they're not good creatures. There it is right there. That's evidence. This is what evidence looks like, folks. Do you understand? Okay, I'm not making it up. I'm not extrapolating. I'm not theorizing. I'm not speculating. It's right there in black and white. This is hard evidence. Okay? This is what we're doing here in the House of G. We're engaging in pop culture, archaeology, deep diving into comic books, comic book history, where things started to diverge, and where they really started to take over. How we got to modern day comic books and pop culture. This is hard evidence of that journey. Do you understand? Do you understand? Like, holy shit! I just can't with this. Wonder who's responsible for this one, actually. Let's see, page 14 and 15. Professor Norman Brayfogle. I may need to look up that name because I don't recognize it. Okay, so now we move on to Robin. Bruce, quote unquote, Bruce Wayne makes a note, bare legs unacceptable, so he gets rid of, he gives them some actual leg protection and whatnot, which I'm fine with. It was that iteration of Robin, I think maybe it might have been created around the 70s. I don't know. I'm rusty on the history of Robin. 60s or 70s. I don't know. They're like freaking hot shorts, and it's just, yeah, they are on the weird side. I think that's one of the few things I actually agree with them on this one. So they finally gave him some good leg protection. So yeah, these are concept, quote unquote, concept drawings from quote unquote Bruce Wayne on updating the Robin costume and whatnot. And by and large, he sticks with the red, green, and yellow motif, which makes him very stealthy with the green screen. There's that one. Oh, Jiminy Cricket. So the one that's on the cover, he's like, concept of man as bat does not translate to boy as bird. So he even, okay, so at least they're acknowledging this is a dumb design overall. Jiminy Cricket, man. Okay. Hood unnecessary, domino mask will suffice. And yeah, I think I remember there being a Robin with a hood. I don't know. So yeah, just trying out different designs and. Oh, and then we jump to the Batmobile. Okay. So yeah, he's trying out concept designs for the Batmobile. Interesting. Oh, girl. Kind of. Okay, then it goes into like structural stuff. The Batcave, Wayne Manor, and he's got his notes and everything. It's his journal notes, his thoughts on these designs and whatnot. Creation room, main entrance. I don't know. Yeah, it's just different buildings. The Manor, Arkham Asylum, Random Gotham's Skyline and whatnot. Another pretty wide shot of this Gotham skyline. And then it ends with this. These are more well, pretty much the designs I guess they pretty much settled on. That looks more like Batman. That looks more like Robin. Okay. Oh, so this takes place decades after Batman's last appearance. Team of archaeologists just finally discovered the Batcave, and that's where they found these designs. Okay, so that's the story behind it. Mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. Here's why. Like, it's kind of a cool idea, kind of. If they had done it right, it would have been. They didn't do it right. That's the problem. 1995, they took this as a chance to screw with the Batman and Robin designs, plain and simple, to get used to them. It's like, hey, that's kind of cool, and whatever. But the problem is, most of them weren't. And there's the one specifically, very, very, very blatant, too demonic. They said it themselves, it's too demonic. But then they slide in that little tidbit, demonic, look and everything, but it's some sort of passing it off as like a dark angel. Dark angels are not heroes. You understand? Dark angels are demons. Subliminal. There's subliminal stuff going on here. These people took over by 94, 95. And then at the very least 95, 96, they completely took over our pop culture. At least in terms of comic books, if nothing else. And they're very open about it. Pushing demonic imagery, demonic themes, trying to pass them off as good. Yeah, they call it a dark angel, so as human beings, when we hear the word angel, we're naturally going to think a divine being of good and light. But what a lot of people are not understanding is that when you refer to demons or dark angels, it's not a good thing. They're not beings. They're demonic. It's right there. You cannot. That's the only way to explain it. They're demonic. That's not good. Do you understand? It's bad. It's very bad. And they're pushing this crap in 1995 with this Elseworlds Night Gallery. Okay, we're painting a picture here. We're uncovering things. This is evidence. Do you understand? Evidence of what I'm saying. It just doesn't stop. I mean, hope springs eternal, and these sideshow freaks keep disappointing me. Well, I'm going to try. Okay. So next we're going to be looking at Batman Brotherhood of the Bat. So, I mean, I think that's Ra's al Ghul, maybe. We'll find out here. Bunch of guys dressed up as different types of Batman. And Elseworlds story, boom. Alright, so, yeah, that looks like Ra's al Ghul. Alright, let's do this. Alright, this one's in really good condition, which... Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. There's more on the back here. Whole bunch of different Batman. I'm getting that night gallery vibe already. Yeah, there he is. Boom, he's got the red eyes. Like, why the hell does he have red eyes? Let me look at something. Hold on. I want to see if he gives any explanation for the red eyes in the night gallery. Because it looks like they pulled those designs right out of here. That's what it looks like. Hold on. He does not say anything about the red eyes. So there's no explanation as to why that particular Batman costume has red eye covers. Not a clue. Other than it's demonic. If you think I'm stretching, well, then you have not been paying attention. Because they openly just label stuff as demonic in that issue. I can't make this up. Yeah, these are the designs from the Night Gallery. Hold on, what does this say? 50 years from now, the world will be full of Batman. The world will be in big trouble. That's all it says. These are all of the Night Gallery designs. That's what I'm talking about. They do the Night Gallery thing, saying, "Oh, this is Bruce Wayne's playing around with different Batman concepts." But then they take them and they put them into an actual story. And a lot of these designs are just freaking weird. Okay. Did I ever even read this? This isn't a really good... No, yeah, it looks like... Well... Yeah, it looks like I opened it. There's a bit of a crease on the... This is one of those ones that's got a little bit more sturdy cover. It's not paper. It's almost like cardboard. It's one of those. I am not remembering. I don't know. I don't remember anything about it. I probably read it. Oh, Mother Murgatroyd. Huh. Okay, this is interesting. Wait a minute. What's the year on this? Seriously, when was this published? I mean, it's got to be like mid-90s. Where is the information? Why did they do this? They started putting information on the back cover. 1995. Oh, crap. Both of these are 1995. Direct connection. They're connected. They made this, and then they threw all those designs in here. The only one I'm not seeing so far is the demonic one. Well, you get the one with the demon eyes, but the one with the actual demonic mask, I'm not seeing it yet. Even though this one's not that far off. The red one. Let's see here. 1995. Man, they made some weird changes. Art director. There's no penciler, there's an art director? What? Who drew this thing? Whoa, what? They had multiple artists. Doug Moench was the writer, and they had multiple artists throughout the entire issue. Holy crap, what? And I'm not recognizing, I don't think any of these names. Norm Brayfogle, he was in the previous one, I think. That's the only reason I recognize that one. This is weird, folks. This is weird. There's not like a single artist for this. It starts off with 53 years into the ongoing millennial apocalypse. Keep in mind, this is from 1995. 51 years since the death of the last and most disastrously failed president of the formerly United States. Whoa. Oh my lord, are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me with this. I can't believe what I'm reading here. Where the revolution against them failed, the virus called Ebola Honduras, strain 9, wrought spectacular success. With a 97% fatality rate for those infected, the populace was annihilated and the government... Are you kidding me with this? Like, are you kidding me with this right now? The same is true in all countries on all continents. Like, are you freaking kidding me with this? I cannot make this up because somebody else did. And it literally says, Chapter 1, Order for a New World. I cannot believe what I'm reading right now. This is insane. Do you understand the level of insanity this is? This is an Elseworlds Batman comic book from 1995. Do you understand? 1995. 15, 17 years ago. 17 years ago. In the very, very opening page, parallels the agenda that they're pushing in 2020, 2021. Are you freaking kidding me with this? I can't make this up, man. This is insane. At this point, I'm wishing I had saved this one for last. As a matter of fact, I kind of forgot something there. Where are we at? So we did that one, and we're down this one. So we got that one, we got that one, boom, boom, boom. Okay. This is insane. This is freaking, I'm blown away right now. Like, holy crap, am I blown away. I mean, it's Ebola Honduras strain 9. I mean, holy crap. COVID-19, anybody? Now, coronavirus is a freaking cold virus. Okay? Not Ebola. But that's what they're... And it's the current pandemic is the exact opposite of what's actually going on here. Now, they were maybe hoping that there would be an actual virus that would actually kill off like 97% of the population, the world population. But they weren't able to get that particular wish granted. They had to settle for coronavirus 2019. And now we got, what, Delta variant bullshit coming on? Holy crap, are you kidding me with this? This is what they were hoping was going to happen, what they were hoping they were going to be able to accomplish. I'm telling you that right now. These folks, they've been planning this for a long time. Okay? Pop culture matters, folks. It matters. Pop culture matters. And they were flaunting it. They use these people. They love to flaunt their plans. You gotta understand. Okay, you know what? We're going to get into something here that's really dark. Satanists. We're talking about Satanists, dark magic, dark rituals, magic. Period. The more they flaunt what they're doing in front of your face and get away with, the more power they get. Demonic, satanic power. So they're flaunting this shit. 1995, 17 years ago, they're flaunting it in our face through our pop culture. This is how they gain power. They're rewarded for this stuff. Do you understand? This is not conspiracy. This is just how they operate. So they're flaunting their plans in 1995. You do not understand the amount of demonic power that they would be rewarded with. These people are insane, and this is not conspiracy. This is how they operate, folks. If you don't know that, it's time for you to learn. I am shocked right now, flabbergasted. I'm not 100% certain I ever read this. If I did, I only read it one time and probably forgot about it. Because this is just, I do not remember this at all. Wow, I mean, this is insane. So yeah, the Batman is dead. And that is, in fact, Ra's al Ghul. Very intentional imagery, no doubt about that. In Honduras. He's living in Honduras for some strange reason. I'm gonna have to read this one. Definitely have to read this one. Okay. Yeah, they love to take the opportunity to have like almost naked men running around. They really love doing that. These artists. Yeah, so he's losing his mind from the resurrection, but he regains control before he kills the old guy. Wow. 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 I don't usually sit here and read stuff, but I'm reading this. So he's in a lab now. He's like, status scientist. Our latest reports indicate a global population decrease approaching 89% of the goal, leaving what? 23 million more must die before our final target is met. Only 23 million more before the balance between man and nature is restored. Before the world can begin anew. Are you kidding me with this? Are you kidding me with this? Progress on the vaccine. We discovered the Ebola Honduras strain 9 virus here in this rainforest, Lord Al Ghul, and it is also here that we shall find the means to conquer. Is there progress, scientists? No. This is mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing. I mean, it's right here. They're laying it out in our pop culture interface as early as 1995. Do you understand what this is? This is evidence of everything I've been talking about. The great divergence around 95 when they completely took over our pop culture. And this is the evidence of that theory. It is no longer a theory, folks. It is an established fact. Holy crap, I cannot believe this. I'm legitimately gobsmacked, flabbergasted. I don't. This is insane. See, back in the day, being a comic book, it might have made for an interesting story in and of itself. I don't remember anything about it. 2021, that 2020 vision. Modern events. This is the definition of insanity. Holy crap. And nobody's going to care. I got this tiny little channel. Nobody's going to care. That's fine. I'm still going to put it out there. I'll speak into the void for as long as I can. Murgatroyd. I can't believe this. I can't. I legitimately cannot believe what I'm reading. It's 2020, 2021. It's all in here. It's right here. You gotta understand something, folks. These people that run our world, these world leaders, they have made it very clear that they want to depopulate the planet. Down to 500 million people out of 9 billion. They have openly expressed these goals. They want to cull the human population down to virtually nothing compared to what it is now. And here's their plan right here. They laid it out for us right here. Pop culture matters, and this is the evidence of it. I cannot believe this. I can't believe this. Chapter 2, Dark Designs. So apparently he's run out of the... Okay, so the whole thing with the Lazarus pits... there was like a limited number of them, I think, and so I guess he figured out a way to create an artificial Lazarus pit so he could continue resurrecting and whatnot. So that's what they're doing here. They're creating a Lazarus pit artificially, synthetic. Apparently it works because he's been using it for a while. Okay, so apparently Ra's al Ghul has discovered the Batcave. Cute, really cute designs. Look at that. So we got the night gallery over here, where supposedly there's a bunch of archaeologists that found the Batcave, but in here it's actually Ra's al Ghul. So I'm a little confused on that. And here's his designs. That is the comic book version of Night Gallery. Okay. Yeah, literally. Holy crap, are you kidding me with this? This is just unbelievable. Literally, yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Oh yeah, and there it is right there. Too evil, demonic. I'm at a loss for words. Straight up lost for words. Chapter 3 of the Batman. So Ra's al Ghul has decided to co-opt Batman's identity. He took Bruce Wayne's rejected designs and created it, the Brotherhood of Batman, out of the League of Shadows. Yes, this one right here. That's the one with the red eyes. A bunch of goofy-ass designs, for the most part. And interesting how the one that's too demonic is not included. Keep that one in mind. Chapter 4, Creatures of the Night. So yeah, these fake ass Batmen go out and fight these thugs and whatever. What is that? What? What? Why is he giving the BLM's salute? Isn't that like the BLM, the Black Panther, that raised fist, the communist? Are you kidding me with this? Okay, sure, yeah. They disguise it as a League of Shadows thing or something like that, but yeah, I can tell you that after everything we've just gone through, that is not a coincidence. I can't believe what I'm reading. Chapter 5, Heir to Darkness. Huh? Okay. Chapter 5, Heir to Darkness. Some woman in the shadows, she's, referring to him as her son. And this dude, he looks an awful lot like Bruce Wayne. If you can tell from that panel. Gotta love ring lights. Kinda hard to tell, but yeah, he looks an awful lot like Bruce Wayne. So like, enough of my son, it is time for your other pursuits. What other pursuits? I guess his name is Tallant. 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 Kind of get the feeling she might possibly be the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. Yes, they're having a debate regarding everything. Whoever runs the city, this new Batman, stuff like that. What is this? I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Hold on. I don't know where this is coming from. Not a clue. It doesn't explain it. It's just all random imagery. Some demonic looking warrior dude with some nasty looking daggers with Batman in the background. It doesn't explain the imagery at all. It's just randomly thrown in there. Yeah, so he is the son of Bruce Wayne. Chapter 6, Legacy. So now that she's finally told him who his father was, he goes to Wayne Manor. German up, boys rule, whatever, graffiti. He's got the key. Apparently nobody's broken in. So apparently it's also a functioning vault. Security vault. Yeah, so this Talant, I'm guessing his mother is the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. That's my guess, at least. It doesn't explicitly say it, but I'm getting the feeling that's what it is. So he enters into Bruce Wayne. He's looking around, checking stuff out. He's like, I am the son of Batman. And he's not too happy with the way that his father's legacy has been perverted. Interesting. Okay. I'm not sure who. I don't know. So he goes to meet James Gordon because he wants to get some information from him, get answers and whatnot. Naturally, James Gordon doesn't know who this kid is, but he's willing to talk. I'm still just kind of railed from the whole basis of this Elseworlds. Holy crap, are you kidding me with this? That's another thing. It's Elseworlds. It's a parallel Earth, which made it easier for them to hide it in plain sight. So Talent decides to infiltrate the League of Batmen to destroy it from within after talking to Gordon. And so she gives him his father's original costume. Passed down from father to son. So he takes on the mantle of the Bat. Chapter 7 trial. Boom, like that. Like father, like son. Of course, this one does not have the overshorts, which is just disturbing. The overshorts existed for a reason, and I don't even know when they removed the overshorts. Definitely by 1995 they got rid of them. Not for the better. What the what? So yeah, he goes back to the manor. He finds the secret entrance to the Batcave to find Ra's al Ghul and his men, just as the original Batman. Oh, okay, so here it is. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to make an appearance at some point. So Ra's al Ghul puts on the demonic batsuit. Surprise! Should have seen that coming. Seriously, should have seen it coming. I had a feeling it was coming. It was going to be showing up at some point. So they go into a trial by combat. And let's see here. So he gets his butt beat. Well, he gets teamed up by multiple Batmen. But even though he gets beat down, Ra's al Ghul accepts him into the league because he lasted for whopping 23 seconds in a fight. So I guess he was skilled enough to make a good impression. And let's see. So, what the what? Oh, okay. That's what I thought was happening. I want to make sure. Okay, so their Batman are heading out. This one gets jumped as he gets into his Batmobile. There's different types of Batmobiles. The others have no idea what's going on. And it's Talant, 1 down, 9 to go, plus the leader. So yeah, he's doing it. He's not wasting any time. He infiltrates and immediately starts taking them down one by one. They all head out into the world, which is doing their thing. And while so he's just taking them out, licking his split, boom, boom, boom. So this guy's going after a gang member. Talant sneaks up on him, gets him, takes him down. That's the premise, pretty much. Chapter 9, Suspicion. Yeah, so he's not taking any time the time to establish himself. He's gone in and he's just like boom, boom, boom. He's taking him out like that. Now it's an Elseworlds story. It's a one shot, so they kind of got to speed it up. So it's understandable in that regard. So he's following this other one. He jumps him, and Ra's al Ghul is having a conversation with his trusted advisor. And he doesn't like coincidence, so he knows something's up. Yeah, so he sends him after. Yeah, so Talant's not stupid. He knows he's already blown his cover. So he sends one of the other Batmen to go after him. Talant's prepared. He's got the cowl sitting on a rock to catch the guy off guard. Chapter 10, Imposters. And it seems to work pretty good. The dude goes head first into the rocks. That's gotta hurt. Salmon cricket. So he takes him out, takes his uniform, passes it off as having done the deed. So he's basically a chameleon at this point. Oh, so he hasn't killed them. He's captured them. So he takes out 2 more of them, and they're all like tied up. You'd think being ninjas, they'd be able to find a way out of their bindings and whatnot. Unless he's just that good at knots. Chapter 11, Closer to the Demon. Chapter 12, The Challenge. So it's pretty much blown through the story at this point. He's taking them out one by one, sometimes 2 at once, and yeah, they're pushing right towards the conclusion here. And he finally takes out the final Batman imposter. He's like, I'm coming for you, and Ra's al Ghul is like, come get me. He throws him a sword. And naturally, Ra's al Ghul has to brag about what he's done. The earth would have died had its rainforest not yielded to me a much smaller disease. A cure to kill the larger scourge, referring to humanity. The strain 9 virus, you loosed it upon the world. Holy shit with this. Are you kidding me with this? This is insane. This is insane. Like, they laid it out. Like, I mean, it's obvious at this point they've been planning on this for a while, but holy freaking crap, folks. In 1995, they laid their plan out. Here. They laid it out. They told us what they were planning in our pop culture. They took advantage of the fact that this stuff's not real. People won't take it seriously. They won't take it at face value. They'll take it as just a story of fiction. And they took advantage of that, and they flaunted it in front of our faces. Now you might be wondering, why would they do something like that? And I already explained it. For power. For power. These people are demonic. They're satanic. Do you understand? Doesn't matter, whatever you want to call it, Moloch, whatever. It all leads back to fucking Satan worship. Do you understand? So when they do stuff like this, when they flaunt their actions and their plans to society, to the world, the bigger the audience that they are flaunting their plans to, the more power they get in return from Satan, from his demons. This is not conspiracy. This is how they operate. They've been operating right under our noses, right in front of our faces for decades, flaunting their plans, their intentions through our pop culture. This right here is the blueprint right here for coronavirus, CV-19, COVID-19, the beer bug. This is the blueprint. They laid it out. Now, fortunately for us, they weren't able to get their hands on a truly deadly virus. They had to settle for a fucking cold virus, enforcing quarantine on healthy people, which in fact is, the proper term is imprisonment, false imprisonment. That's what they had to settle for. This is what they were dreaming for. This was their dream. This is their plan, but it was also their dream. But they had to settle for COVID-19 and adjust their plans accordingly. And they spelled it out for us in our pop culture. This is just I'm just in shock. And the perpetrator is the head of the demon. That's not by accident. That is very much by design there, folks. The head of the demon. Both fictionally and in the real world. This is incredible. Not in a good way. Not like good incredible. This is just incredible as to like just the level of evil being flaunted in our face. Yeah, so his mother is in fact Talia, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. Right there, that confirms it. She's Talia. Are you kidding me with this? See, we're not. This is just where it gets like stupid, straight up stupid. So Ra's al Ghul rises. Talant gets the better of Ra's al Ghul, stabs him. He falls into the pit. Right, comes back immediately. Batman has a gun. Well, it's a lot. Batman has a gun. But instead of shooting the piece of garbage that murdered billions of people, the worst mass murderer in known human history, no, I would stop you, grandfather, but I will not kill. What the What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? There's a time and place for righteous killing. And this is one of them. If it means my life, so be it. It's not just your life, you dummy. It's the lives of whatever humanity is still left breathing. This is what they want you to do. This is brainwashing. This is what they want you to do. Even though these people, this dude's murdered billions of people, they want you to lay down your weapons. No. It's like, it's okay for us to murder all of you, but no. You should just lay down your weapons and just let it happen. This is beyond vigilantism, okay? This is war. Humanity is literally decimated and dead, murdered. And he's still putting down his weapon and letting this evil piece of shit walk. This is brainwashing. They're flaunting their plans in 1995, and then they're trying to brainwash you into laying down your weapons and letting them walk. Which is literally what it does. Are you freaking kidding me with this shit? I can't with this. This is insane. This is not what I was expecting from this. Holy crap. I was expecting some jankiness, but I was not expecting them to lay out their plans for the years 2020 and 2021 in this Elseworld story, which is exactly what they have done. Batman, Brotherhood of the Bat. This is the blueprint for COVID-19, folks. Do you understand that? I'm not making this stuff up. This is not conspiracy. This is right here in your face. If you don't believe that, then you've not been watching for the last however long I've been talking about this particular one. Holy crap. Are you freaking kidding me with this? Are you kidding me with this? This is not what this channel is about. It's not what it's supposed to be about. This is what they've done. This channel is about pop culture. And guess what? We've discovered some pretty insane stuff. I'm just speechless at this point. I don't even know what to say at this point. It's right there. I mean, it's right there. It's right here. It's right here. What can you say? What more can you say? They're flaunting. In 1995, they were flaunting their plans. The entire world, the plans that they had for all of humanity. Come to think of it, holy shit. Whoa. They did try Ebola. Wait a minute. No. They did try Ebola. No. I think it was Obama was president. They were allowing infected Ebola, people infected with Ebola, they were allowing them into the United States. Whoa. Holy shit. If my channel gets deleted, if I just disappear suddenly, this is why, folks, right here. Under the Obama regime, they allowed Ebola-infected travelers into the United States of America. They did. They tried it. They tried it with Ebola and they failed. No way. Holy shit. Specifically, in the virus in this one is the Honduras Ebola virus, which I don't even know if that's a real thing or not. Honduras Ebola virus, strain 9, whatever that is. Under Obama, they actually allowed people infected with Ebola into the country. And nobody could figure out why. Nobody understood what was going on. They were not... That's the type of person you quarantine. Not somebody with a cold virus. So people with the Ebola virus were allowed into the country. They were not quarantined. They were running around free. They did. They tried it. They tried it with Ebola. They tried it. And it failed. So they had to go to plan B. COVID. A fake pandemic. No freaking way, man. Are you serious with this? Are you serious with this? Are you kidding me? If you don't believe me, go back and watch it again. Get your own copy. I'm sure you can get a hold of it. I'm sure it's not. This is probably not worth much. Even though now that we've gone through it, it's pretty much worth its weight in gold at this point. And for all the wrong reasons. I'm a little rattled right now. Of all the things that I could have possibly imagined out of that one, never in a million years would that have ever crossed my mind. The blueprint for 2021. Except they actually tried to do it under Obama. The Ebola virus. They tried to use the Ebola virus. I'm not sure what, because it never made any sense. Other than the fact that they were purposely trying to make people sick with Ebola. It just didn't. Now it makes sense though. They told us their plans in our pop culture. And I mean, as literally as you can get. It does not get more literal than this. Honduras Ebola strain 9, right here. Slaughtered 97% of the earth. Billions of people in the story. Under Obama, they allowed Ebola-infected travelers into our country, unfettered, free to roam. I don't believe it's a coincidence. And now, 2020, 2021, we're dealing with all of this. Ebola didn't work. So they had to improvise. Wow. I'm blown away. I'm speechless. The whole thing with the Ebola, it just, those people coming in, allowed into the country with Ebola, it never made sense. I mean, yeah, obviously they were hoping to cause problems, but it seemed like there was something missing from the equation. I think we've got the missing variable that may have been an attempt to bring about Armageddon, then just World War III, the decimation of the human population. Was that their goal with those Ebola cases? And it failed miserably somehow. It just failed miserably. So they improvised with the cold virus. Holy crap. I don't know what else to say. I'm legitimately rattled because this is not what I was expecting. Not at all. Mother Mercury. Still got one more to go through though. I don't know how to top that. There's no way to top that. There's not. if I'd known what I was getting into here, I would have saved those two for last. This is insane. This is straight up definition of insane. Holy freaking cannoli, man. Okay. Yeah, we're looking at 1984 again. Go figure. What the hell? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Detective Comics Annual number 7, 1994. Another Elseworlds story. Yeah, 94. They went crazy with the Elseworld. Literally crazy. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, I just need to get through this at this point. Holy crap. So yeah, I don't know if he's a pirate or just a privateer. I'm guessing like a privateer. I don't know how to top that. I'm guessing just, rich, well-to-do aristocrat turned privateer going after pirates. That's my guess anyways as far as Batman goes. I'm about to find out here. Really? I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised. So he's going after Spaniards. Yeah, he's an English noble going after Spaniards. Apparently, they're boarding and whatnot. Now he's talking to his crew, his men, as they board and fight. Tire fast, boys. Secure the magazine, and these black guards will scuttle her. Sure, I think that's supposed to be for sure. She's heavy with gold and silver plate, fresh from the slave mines of the Jesuits. What the funk do you call them? Do the Jesuits? Excuse me? I might have to do a little research, but I don't remember Jesuits being. First of all, at least modern. Even if they were, slavery was rampant. So why are they singling out Jesuits? And after looking at the other one, I'm hopefully it's going to be readily apparent for you. Hey there, Gina. Welcome back to the stream. You have missed a doozy of a stream, let me tell you. I mean, if you wouldn't even believe me. I'm not going to rehash everything. So if you want to know more, this is the last issue for the stream. I'm going to go through this and then that's it. Thanks for streaming today. Yeah, you're welcome. That's what it is. Yeah, to give you the very short version, this Batman Brotherhood of the Bat, this is the blueprint for COVID-19. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. This is from 1995. Do you understand? 1995, 17 years ago. This is the blueprint for 2020, 2021. This is the blueprint for COVID-19. They flaunted it in our faces through our pop culture. And we just discovered that today. Chew on that for a while. I'm not gonna go over it again. But if you want to know more about what's in there, once the stream's over, whenever you got time, go back and watch it. I'm rattled right now. I'm in shock right now from what we just went through. Legitimate, no exaggeration. You're great, thank you. No, I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, no, I'm legitimately rattled after reading that. If you want to understand why, you're gonna have to go back and watch it because I'm not rehashing that. Not now, at least. Holy crap. Yeah, so we got Batman. He's for some reason singling out Jesuits as slave owners or something. I don't know. Of all the ways they could have gone with it, that's the storyline they decided to go with. So his name is Leatherwing. Huh? Wait a minute. So, okay. Okay, are you kidding me with this? Okay, so wow, okay. They went very heavy-handed with this. Like, this is what they do. They see, back in the day, I didn't think anything of it. Didn't think twice of it, obviously. Like, oh, it's Batman. He's taking out the scallywags and doing good things. And I just, when you look at when he 17 years later, you got the 2020 vision, especially with everything going on today. It takes on a different vibe, and it's not a good one. Anyways, so he relieves them of the their gold and silver and all that stuff, but they also have another quote unquote treasure, some slave girl, like she's a princess to some tribe from, I don't know, North America, or well, they're Spanish, so maybe she's from Central America or South America. I don't know. It's not very specific. Her name is like, it's got like an Aztec vibe to it or something. What's her name? Princess Quetzala. Yeah, it's Panama. Okay, Panama. From a sailing party when you last docked in Panama. Well, that's where he picked her up, as Panama. Apparently Mexican. I don't know. It's natural, and she's supposed to be like this treasure or whatever, but they draw her like, I mean, this is the best they could do. I mean, from the neck down, okay, but that face, like, woof. And it doesn't get any better. Like, it's just woof, man, woof. Like, really? Same route, and this is the exact same time period as the stuff we just went over. So I'm just like, I just kind of want to get through it at this point. Yeah, so there's Robin. He's some sort of like a street urchin playing superhero or something. I don't know. Doing his thing. Yeah. I don't remember this. I do not remember anything about this. I would have to reread it. 1995. 1994, actually. It was a long time ago, so. Of course, here is the Joker. Yep, naturally the Joker's got to be in here. He's the captain of a pirate ship or something. He's called the Laughing Man, which the Joker was theoretic. The theory is that, well, it might be a fact. I think they say that the Joker was modeled after the Laughing Man in an old silent movie or something. And there you go. So natural fitting pirate captain enemy to the Batman would be the Joker. And they directly like draw a line connection between him and Satan, literally. Let me read it so you understand what I'm saying. They say he was the devil's mate. To Satan alone was he true. That's how they describe the Joker here. And the way they draw him, yeah, they make a very visual connection to Satan, to say the least. Huh? Oh, so he's trying to find Batman. I guess this guy has information. He made him think he was gonna blow him up with a cannon, but it was a typical Joker gun prank type thing or something like that to rattle him. I don't know. So yeah, so he's trying to find the Batman apparently. Robin sneaks onto the ship. He returns the princess, such as she is. Wait a minute, where's the Cayman? Grand Cayman. Caribbean, apparently. Okay. Yeah, so he returns the princess to her father. I don't know what his connection is to him exactly, but so as expected, he's now engaged. He's actually married to this chick now, apparently, according to local customs. And then in comes Catwoman. Whoosh, whoosh. Doing the Catwoman thing. Taking out a whole bunch of scallywags, apparently. I'm assuming they're drunk off their butts. And then for some reason, in comes the Joker. And apparently he's not quite as, I don't know, quite as homicidally psychotic as you would expect, but I don't know. So he's talking to her. For whatever reason, he wants her attention, wants her help or something. It's not really clear what he wants from her. Actually, I think he wants her to help him go after the Batman Leatherwing, I think he's called in this one. So Robin has, for some reason, snuck on board Batman's ship. Is about to get discovered. Next over the barrels. Stowaways are, yeah, they were punished quite severely back in the day. Because when you go out to sea like that, you have a very limited amount of supplies. A single stowaway could kill people through starvation, and it was a very serious offense. Let me tell you, for good reason. So yeah, Robin's just dodging the dudes. He's holding his own until Leatherwing pops up, literally right behind him. Wait a minute. Oh, they're okay. So these guys were talking about mutiny, and Robin just happened to overhear them. So that's pretty much a saving grace that keeps him from getting in trouble, by the sounds of it. So he, Leatherwing puts the potential mutineers in chains, takes on Robin as part of his crew, by the looks of it. I wish I could. I just wish. I wish I could enjoy this more. I really do. It's really. I mean, it's just the exact same year as what we just went through. I'm honestly just waiting for something really in your face to pop up. I mean, there's been a couple of like janky things already, but not like the last one. Holy crap. Um, Lithuania's about to get played hardcore. So, yeah, they're out sailing around the seas and whatnot. See, they're doing their thing, and then he takes out his little spyglass, and oh, hey, they're about to make a woman walk the plank. No questions asked. He just... Now, this is back in the day. Things were different. You gotta understand. Things were very, very different. So back in the day, that kind of reaction was normal and expected. Things have changed nowadays. And not because women wanted equality and they got it. Let's just leave it at that. This is before all that. Things were very different. So you see a woman in trouble, damsel in distress. As a man, you try to save her. Let's not get on that rebel. I'm already tried. So, yep, that's what Batman does. Jumps in, swings into action, saves her. There's a bunch of sharks in the water. No time for modesty. Climb. Mother Murgatroyd saves the girl. She's portraying herself as a Contessa. I'm really just like, I'm blown away by the Brotherhood of the Bat. I'm blown away. I can't get over it right yet. It's gonna take a little processing after the stream and everything. Shit, freaking cricket, man. I just can't with this. So as expected, Catwoman is playing the role very well. She's got Batman just fooled, hoodwinked, wrapped around her finger, and Robin is part of the crew now. But oh, so he's like some sort of pirate king. Okay, I thought he was just like a noble, like the privateer. But apparently he's literally a pirate king. So, okay. There it is. That's what I was waiting for. They turned Batman into a pirate king, like a bona fide pirate king, which is a good thing. He's supposed to be the good guy. Pirates are not good guys. You know, the real pirates. So, yeah, she's supposed to be acting the romance, but she actually falls in love with him. So she's planning on betraying the Laughing Man and becoming the bride of the Pirate King or something like that. Yeah, Joker be damned. Okay, now it's coming to play. I want to be able to enjoy this one. There are some. It's not completely bad. It's not completely awful. But there's just, oh my gosh, there's so much. Especially after the earlier part of the stream, I can't turn a blind eye to this stuff anymore. I just can't. So it's like, I can't enjoy it as much as I would. If it wasn't for all this stuff. So basically, the pirate version of the Batcave. There's the Caribbean chick, the princess, his wife. She's like, wait, who is that? And the dude's like, well, that's his wife. And that ruins her plans because she was planning on marrying him, like, seducing him and marrying him. Now her plans go out the window. Oh, Jimmy Cricket. So, yeah, she changes into her scallywag costume. Jumps into the water. I don't know where she's going exactly. He's trying to find her. Can't find her. Checking on his treasure. All things are good for the time being. Let's see here. Yeah, so she throws away her plans to betray the Laughing Man, and swims out to him, gives him the information that they were looking for. There's Robin. He's spying on the Joker and gets busted. Copy that. Okay. Yeah, so he gets busted, captured. They interrogate him. They don't hurt him for some reason. And they sail for Batman's cave. Okay. And yeah, so Robin is having a conversation with Catwoman. And he's trying to... He's trying to sway Catwoman as expected. He's trying to convince her that Batwoman and the princess chick are not in fact married. It's a misunderstanding. They have not bed together. They have not consummated any marriage. And now she's all like, now Catwoman's like regretting her action, like returning to the Joker and everything. So she releases Robin. They sabotage the ship and everything. And, she turns on the Joker. Just in time to alert Batman to the fact that the Joker is on his way. So the fight is engaged between Leatherwing and the Laughing Man. Oh, wait a minute. So yeah, they're duking it out. Joker pulls out his pistol, takes the shot. And apparently, Robin jumps in front of the shot, and takes the hit. So I'm getting some Death in the Family flashbacks here. And Leatherwing responds by skewering the Joker. Single shot pistol, left him open. Okay, so Robin's not dead, but they scuttle the ship, and okay. Yeah, so they scuttle the ship. Robin survives. The Joker is skewered to a ship as they scuttle it, so his body's down there. So that's it on that one. I got mixed feelings about this one. On the surface, it's a fun story. A little like Elseworlds type story. But there are some issues. Not nearly as bad as the last one. Jimmy freaking Cricket, man. There are issues. He's a pirate king. Batman is a pirate king. That's not even... They try to portray him as like a benign pirate or some nonsense. He's not a privateer. He's a pirate. Okay. Like bona fide pirates, they're not good people. You gotta understand that. So in the process, this is part of them trying to take nefarious... traditionally nefarious and bad people, such as pirates, and trying to put some sort of pause, trying to take the bad guys and make them good is what they're doing. If you don't believe me, watch Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, they're fun movies. At least the first few were. But make no mistake, they're pirates. Pirates are bad people, and they take the actual British soldiers and stuff like that. In those circumstances, though, they were the good guys. But they turn them into bad guys. They take the bad guys, make them good, take the good guys, make them bad. And that's all part of their freaking process from the last 20, 30 years. So I got mixed feelings. It could have been done better. That's the point. It was a fun concept. It could have been done better. Some of it was done alright. But there are some issues. Now, not nearly as many issues as this one. The Legion of Batman, or the Brotherhood of the Bat, rather. I just can't get over that one. So there you have it. 1994 annual Detective Comics number 7 Batman Elseworlds edition. They went heavy with the holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm officially revising my the time of the Great Divergence from 95, 96 to at the very least 1994. 1994 is at bare minimum 1994, the time of the Great Divergence, when these people fully took control. Because the only way they were doing this is if they had full control at that point. It's the only way. This all took, these issues went down in 1994. At this one, holy crap! This is the comic books to end all comic books, folks. Do you understand? That's how serious this is. That's how big this is. These are all from around the same year, 94ish. 94. Pretty sure it was 94. It was the year of Elseworlds. Let me double check. Make sure I'm. Wait a minute. Just want to double check. No, this was 1995. So this was 1995. Not too far. The other ones were 1994. Not too far off though. Okay, so this one and the gallery one was 1995. The two other Elseworlds were 1994. They still had to plan it out. So I'm thinking 94 is when they actually really took over. I don't know. It's too many freaking cricket. It's so hard to like lock it down when you don't have inside information like that. And you're doing it this way, investigating this way. It's so hard to lock it down. Let me see what month this was. This is 1994, but if it's I'm willing to bet it's like at the end of the year. It doesn't say. It doesn't give me a month. I would have to look that up online apparently. But this is 1994. And it does not have it's got the lower quality paper before the quality went up at 95. So I don't know, but okay, so it was around 94, 95 they took over, but it was absolutely 100% by the year 1995 they completely took over the comic book industry. And this is the proof of it. It does not get any more ironclad than this, folks. This is proof they took over fully by 1995. This is printed published 1995. This is literally the blueprint for taking over the world, the New World Order, releasing viruses into the population, decimating the population, so the New World Order can take over. This is it right here. What's going on right now, 2020, 2021? This is it. They told us all about it. They mocked us in our face, right under our noses in 1995 with this issue right here. It does not get any more ironclad than that. If you don't believe me, you need to go back and watch it again, or possibly the first time if you miss it, and read it for yourself. Get a hold of it. I'm sure it should be easy enough to get a hold of the copy. Read it for yourself. It's right here. What we're going through right now. The entire human race at this point, not just America. Everybody's going through this. It's right here. Except they failed. The plan A failed. The Ebola. That's the culprit in this one. Ebola. Honduras Ebola virus. Under Obama's administration. Ebola was let into the country. United States. They let it into the country. Unfettered. And everybody's asking the question, why aren't they quarantining these people? Why are they letting these people walk around free? This is why. And it failed. It didn't work. So they had to go plan B. COVID-19. This has been an absolutely insane. Every time I think, okay, it can't get any more insane than this. and every single stream it proves me wrong. And this is just the this is it. This is it. It doesn't get worse than this. They're flaunting it through our pop culture. They're flaunting it. I've been saying this since day one. Pop culture matters, and this is the ironclad evidence that proves the truth to that statement. I just can't with this. This has been an absolutely mind-blowing House of G. On a level that I never could have imagined. Holy crap, man! They have defiled pop culture, straight up, defiled it, desecrated it. And this stream is the proof of it. It's only by the grace of God that I even have my collection to be able to do this. It's a bona fide miracle that I have my collection. It's where I can do this, where this stream actually happened. I don't know. Don't ask me how that happened. I don't have an explanation for you other than the fact that it's a bona fide miracle. By the grace of God. Okay. Wow. That's just how I'm just kind of at a loss of words right now because it's just holy crap. I just don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm still trying to process it. I need to take time to process it. Jeez, a plate, man, Jiminy Cricket. One second. Yeah, it's about time to wrap this one up. This has been absolutely insane. House of G, off the charts. This one takes the cake. Holy crap. Just engaging in some pop culture archaeology, deep diving into the stuff in ways that nobody else dares. And why? Because it's not popular. This is not what the normies want to get into. It's not. These other channels, they just want to screw around, have fun. That's what I wanted. That's what started this channel. That was the goal. Have fun, have a good time, just geek out. It's taken like a very unexpected turn, almost since day one. It just keeps going. Just keeps getting wilder and wilder. This episode of House of G is just like it's blowing my mind, man. Holy crap! I don't even know anymore. I mean, it can't get worse than that. It can't, right? I mean, that's. I hope. I mean, I still got plenty more to go through. We've scratched the surface of my collection. Most of my collection is older, so I'm hoping it's going to be more pleasant, hopefully. At this point, I don't know for sure. Hopefully, though. We will find out. We'll find out. If anything gets this channel deleted, if I disappear for some reason, make no mistake, this is why. Right here. Boom. This stream right here. This is it. Now, probably not going to happen. Tiny little channel. Nobody pays attention to my channel. Nobody pays attention to anything I got to say. So it's out there. It's out there now. Bounce around the void. But they're not going to pay any attention to me. They're not. At least not at this point. But if the channel does up and disappear, you will know why. It's because of this right here. Not likely, but not impossible. Ah, Jimmy freaking Cricket, man. Seriously, I'm just so blown away right now. Like we've discovered something major here, folks, on the House of G, and like probably nobody's ever gonna know. All right, I gotta wrap this up because right now it's just my mind is so blown and whatnot. I don't even. It's at a loss for words for the most part, and I think it's just time to wrap things up. I got a lot of work to do, a lot of stuff to work on. The main channel, Rebel Squadron, is may or may not be on the verge of blowing up. I don't know yet, but I have to. There's so much work to be done for it, and I need to get to it because I don't know what else to say at this point. So. I hope you're having a great Monday there, rolling into the week. Hopefully this helps to kick it off, even with just how crazy this freaking stream was. Have a fantastic week. And, yeah, see you on the flip side. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, let's do it. All right. Have a fantastic Monday and everything. This has been another House of G speaking into the void.